Hello and welcome back to another episode of Creating Your Best Life Now. I'm your host, Kristen Owens, and today we are talking about how your thoughts are more powerful than you know. We think around 60,000 or so thoughts a day, and did you know that the majority of those thoughts are actually negative? So if we're thinking mostly negative thoughts and we don't even realize it, can you imagine what you could create by focusing on thinking positive thoughts more frequently? Peace Pilgrim said this: if you realized how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think a negative thought. Interesting. Neuroscience is confirming daily that what you are thinking every single second of the day becomes a physical reality in your brain and your body, which affects your optimal health and physical health. These thoughts form your attitude, and as we've already learned, your attitude forms your choices and your outcomes to every situation. It all comes back down to your choices. And as we talked about that last week, right? Your choices, you choose your outcomes. We want to create our default mode as one that goes to positive circuitry in your brain. And to do this, we need to rewire our brain and mind. And to rewire the brain, it all starts with your thoughts. Did you know that as you think, you change the physical nature of your brain? As you become conscious of your thinking, you can begin to shift those toxic patterns of thinking into healthy patterns of thinking. This takes repetition and consistent effort, since you've wired in negative patterns all over the years. And just like any habit that you want to change, it requires you to reprogram yourself. The good news is, because your brain is neuroplastic, a scientific term that means your brain is malleable and can change every single moment, so the way you think now can change to a new way of thinking. Simple as that, and more empowering way, and this way can be wired into your brain. Scientists are seeing now that the brain has renewable characteristics, and it is no longer viewed as a machine that wears out with age, but can be changed with your mind. I want you to think of your thoughts as real physical things that actually take up space, kind of like mental real estate in your mind. So it's so important to notice what thoughts you're allowing yourself to think on a daily basis. I want you to notice that. It's been proven that the majority of your thoughts are negative. So if that's true, how do you feel you're doing in this area right now? As you've learned already, creating your best life is about you taking note regularly about where you are at, where you want to go, and if you are aligned in the right direction. Eric R. Kandel, a Nobel Prize-winning neuropsychiatrist for his work on memory, shows how thoughts, even our imaginations, get under the skin of our DNA and can turn certain genes on and off, changing the structure of the neurons in the brain. So as we think and imagine, we change the structure and function of our brain. We can really look at it as mind controls matter and not the other way around. Our mind is designed to control the body and not the other way around. We cannot actually control the events and circumstances that happen in our life, but as we've already discussed in another segment, we can control our reactions, which then controls the outcome. You always have a choice to choose your thoughts wisely. Scientists are proving that the relationship between what you think and how you understand yourself, like your beliefs, hopes, dreams, and of course your thoughts, has a major impact on your brain and how it works. Did you know that research shows that 75% to 98% of mental, physical, and behavioral illness comes from your thought life? So I want you to focus on what you're thinking about through the rest of the week, and as soon as you notice it, shift it so you can create what it is that you want in your life just by your thoughts. Stay with us, we'll be right back.